Ben Lofthouse, Fund Manager of Henderson International Income Trust. In the 3 months to the end of April, that's February, March and April, excluding the UK, how have global equity markets performed?
Yeah, so global equity markets have generally performed well. There has been increased stimulus announced for China and for Europe, and that's helped the stock markets in those regions. And the US has been a bit slower. There's been some disappointing data coming out of the US, and I think the strength of the dollar has taken the edge off earnings there. So actually, compared to last year, this year it's been better for markets outside the United States than it has been inside.
How has the trust fared in this environment?
The trust performed well in general. We've overweight Asia, particularly China. We have about 15% in Hong Kong and China. And we've been overweight Europe, which has been a strong performer. We have about 35% of the portfolio in Europe. Recently, the last month has been weaker. There's been a little bit of a loss of momentum, and generally that's impacted the NAV. But over the last year to 12 months, there's been strong NAV performance.
Has there been any significant activity or any big allocation changes?
The biggest difference we've made over the last year has been to increase the telecommunications sector. One of the advantages for a global trust with something like telecommunications is we can add to a number of different companies around the world if we think they're attractive opportunities in a sector, but we can diversify the risk because they all have different regulators, and regulatory risk is one of the key things in telecommunications. In addition, we've reduced the gearing of the trust, which is a reflection that the markets have performed strongly and some of the portfolio positions have become more richly valued, so we've closed those. It's not a comment on the market. We don't necessarily make judgments on market movements. Okay, finally, Ben, what's your outlook for the coming period? Yeah, so I think we're in a period of continuing economic recovery for the developed world. US is recovering quite well despite the recent setback. I think that will continue, and Europe actually has got a really interesting set of factors that will benefit it. So the currency has fallen, energy costs have fallen year on year, and interest rates have fallen considerably. Borrowing rates have fallen, particularly for the periphery. So I think we're in a period where things are looking okay, but growth will probably continue to be moderate. So, a fair outlook, but nothing too exciting.
Ben Lofthouse, thank you.
Thank you.